Are you drowning in credit card debt? Getting non-stop collection calls that break you? This video could save your life. I'll teach you 3 legitimate debt relief steps to get all your bank interest reduced to zero. Every payday, your entire paycheck goes straight to the credit card company, staring at that never-ending minimum payment. Do you feel like your life is ruined forever? Your phone is flooded with bank collection texts. You lie awake at night thinking about your debt, too scared to get sick, switch jobs, or get married. You feel trapped for life, a slave to the bank. But today I'm shattering your biggest misconception. Wake up, poor people lose sleep over debt. Rich people use the bank's money to make more money. And even if they go bankrupt, they still drive sports cars and live in mansions. Why? Because poor people are morally chained to the word credit, while rich people see credit as nothing more than a disposable financial tool. You think not paying your debts is shameful or immoral, but in the world of capital, this is just a normal business negotiation. Today, I'm revealing the secret banks will never tell you. 3 legitimate debt relief steps the rich use. No morality lectures, just the rules. Watch this, and it might just save your life. Step 1. Cut your losses immediately. Never pay the minimum again. I can say this with absolute certainty. The minimum payment is the most evil legal usury ever invented by banks. All credit cards in Taiwan charge a standard 15% annual interest, calculated daily and compounded monthly. That means interest grows on interest, snowballing out of control. Most people think paying the minimum keeps their credit intact and lets them pay off debt slowly. But this is the deepest trap banks set for you. Let's do the math. If you owe 100,000 NTD in credit card debt and only pay the 10% minimum each month, it will take you 27 full years to pay it off. And you'll pay a total of 230,000 NTD in interest, more than double the original principal. For 27 years, every hard-earned dollar you make goes straight to bank executives' bonuses and bank building concrete. You're nothing but a slave working for the bank. When rich people face business losses, they immediately cut their losses and file for bankruptcy to minimize damage. But poor people rob Peter to pay Paul, opening new credit cards to pay off old ones. The debt balloons from 100K to 200K to 500K until they collapse completely. If you're trapped in this cycle and your paycheck can't even cover the interest anymore, stop paying. Right now, yes, default bravely. You heard me correctly. Only when you stop paying do you gain leverage to negotiate with the bank. As long as you keep paying, they see you as a fat sheep to slaughter and will never negotiate. Once you default, your debt becomes a non-performing asset, and the game changes completely. Banks' most critical KPI is their non-performing loan ratio. Once your debt is classified as such, they will do anything to collect it as fast as possible, even at a steep discount. That's your chance to turn the tables. Step 2. Turn the tables. Start pre-negotiation. ACA debt restructuring. You think this is dodging debt? Wrong. In the rich world, this is called debt restructuring, a standard business practice. Donald Trump filed for bankruptcy 6 times, shedding billions in debt each time and bouncing back stronger. Big corporations owe hundreds of billions and never sell their houses or cars to pay up. They negotiate with banks to zero out interest, extend repayment terms, and even get more loans to keep operating. Why can they do it and you can't? Because they know the rules and you're trapped by morality. In Taiwan, there's a law specifically designed to protect debtors, the Consumer Debt Clearance Act. This is your most powerful weapon, and the one banks fear most. Here's exactly what to do. Compile all your debts and identify your largest creditor bank, call their debt negotiation department directly, and apply for negotiation. When negotiating, be firm. No weakness. Say this exactly. I have nothing to lose and no assets to my name. I make just over 20,000 NTD a month. I have no money to give you. If you agree to zero out all interest, penalties, and late fees, and let me pay back only the principal over 180 months, I'll do my best to pay. If not, I'll file for rehabilitation or liquidation in court, and you'll get absolutely nothing. I guarantee you, the bank will back down immediately, because they know if you file for rehabilitation, the court will only order you to pay back 30–50% of the principal, and the rest is forgiven. If you file for liquidation and truly have no assets, the bank gets zero rather than get nothing. Banks will almost always agree to interest, free installment payments just to get their principal back. That's the logic of capital. Never talk feelings or morality with banks. Only talk profits. In the world of capital, owe 10,000 NTD, and you're the bank's grandson. Owe 1 million NTD, and the bank is your grandson. Force the bank to give back those exorbitant interest charges and turn decades of debt into years of interest-free payments. That's the essence of legitimate debt relief. Step 3. Build mental immunity. Outsmart aggressive debt collectors once you stop paying. Banks will start calling. First with their own collectors, then after 3 months, they'll outsource to professional collection agencies. These collectors will threaten you, lie about suing you, say you'll go to jail, and call your family, employer, and neighbors to ruin your reputation. Most poor people lose at this step, terrified. They borrow money from everywhere to pay back the debt and sink even deeper. But let me tell you, these collectors are nothing to fear. They're just salaried workers making 30,000 plus NTD a month. They're more scared of losing their jobs and breaking the rules than you are. Rich people never fear collectors because they know all their tactics are paper tigers. Here are 2 tricks to make collectors leave you alone forever. Trick 1. Record everything to fight back. Record every single collection call. It's your legal right. If a collector abuses you, threatens you, or calls your family employer without your permission to disclose your debt, hang up immediately. Then file a complaint with the Financial Supervisory Commission, FSC of Taiwan, with your recording as evidence. This is the most effective weapon. The FSC has extremely strict regulations on bank collection practices. If you have proof, the bank will be fined hundreds of thousands to millions of NTD, and that collector will be fired on the spot. No bank will risk $1 million fine for your 100,000 NTD debt. Trick 2. Eliminate the fear of jail. I'm telling you this clearly, owing credit card debt is a purely civil matter. You will never go to jail. Collectors lie constantly about credit card fraud and police coming to arrest you. It's all a scam. As long as you applied for the card with real ID, didn't intentionally max it out and disappear, you will never be charged with fraud. The police don't care. The most the bank can do is sue you in civil court, and the court will only order you to pay back the money. No jail time. Ever, when dealing with collectors, be more knowledgeable and colder than them. Turn off your emotions. Treat this as a pure business negotiation. If they talk law, quote the Consumer Debt Clearance Act. If they talk morality, talk about the bank's usury. If they threaten you, talk about the FSC. Do this, and all collectors will give up and negotiate with you fairly. Final words: I am not encouraging people to borrow money and not pay it back. Nor am I encouraging intentional credit card fraud. I'm speaking to those who are already trapped in debt hell, pushed to the brink by their loans. Society tells you not paying your debts is shameful, and that bad credit is a lifelong stain. But no one tells you that banks charging usurious interest and draining ordinary people's life savings is the real shame. When you can't put food on the table, pay your rent, or support your family, that meaningless credit score is worth absolutely nothing. Surviving, protecting your quality of life, your health, and your family. Those are the only things that matter. Bad credit clears automatically after 5 years. But if you lose your life, you lose everything. If you're drowning in debt, watch this video multiple times and follow these steps. You will break free. Please share this video with anyone who needs it. Your one share could save a life. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell. I'll keep showing you the brutal truth of the capital world and teaching you the financial secrets banks never want you to know. Disclaimer: this video is for financial literacy and logical analysis only. It does not constitute legal or investment advice. For debt resolution, please follow legal channels or consult a professional lawyer.